What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My name is UnrealEntGaming, and welcome back to another episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. Welcome back to another awesome episode. Welcome back to another hot episode of Fan Mail of the Week. It is extremely hot outside, but I'm loving it. Going out to the beach, going out to the pool. More Dragon Ball Super has been released. Awesome stuff happening this summer. So many great games on Steam, by the way, as well. You really can't miss out on that. Anyways, everybody, today is going to be a very special fan mail because I am going to do a fan mail edition of Dragon Ball Z questions only. So I have selected a lot of Dragon Ball Z questions that I have found over on last week's episode and the week before that and the week before that. So I've actually gathered up a lot of Dragon Ball Z questions just for you guys in this episode. So before we begin, I really hope you guys go on ahead and take a second to check out UnrealEnt Network. On that channel, you will find a whole bunch of awesome stuff from throwbacks to Dragon Ball Z videos, what if battles, discussions, Xenoverse Online battles, Resident Evil, Dying Light, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank, Spyro, you name it, I got it on that channel. So I really hope you guys go on ahead and take a second to check that out. And also let me know, guys, some of the things you guys have been doing this summer because I have been very intrigued. Some of you guys have told me what you guys have been doing this summer, and it's been amazing to hear some of your stories. There was this one guy in particular that I read his story. I think he went on a cruise, and I think what he did was he was so drunk that when he went back into his room, he peed all over his bed, and pretty much like his girlfriend and him, they really couldn't sleep because, you know, he peed everywhere, and that's fucking hilarious. Because how do you go back to your room on a cruise and you just so happen to piss all over like the bed and all over the room and whatnot like that? Like, that's hilarious. I mean, how do you go back and you tell like the people associated with the ship, like, hey, I just peed all over my room, what do I do? So anyways, everybody, let's begin with our first questions, our first messages of the week, Dragon Ball Z format, and it is from Romero. Let the gods be with you. Thank you. Sup, Alex? Got some DBZ fan mail for you here, bro, so let's get it on. Question 1. If Zycor was made canon following Revival of F, would a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan be able to stop him? Remember, he is part Saiyan, part Kai, so which Super Saiyan God would be able to stop him? Red or blue or both? Question number 2. If Zycor battled Beerus as a Super Saiyan 5, who would win? I'm pulling for Zycor. Question number 3. Zycor versus Raikon, who would win? Well, thank you for the questions, by the way. I really hope you're having a great summer. To answer your first question, if Zycor was canon and he appeared after Revival of F, could a Super Saiyan God be able to stop him? That's very interesting because Zycor is a very powerful character. Within Dragon Ball AF, we saw what happened to him when he pretty much battled, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. He pretty much killed Goten. He pretty much destroyed Oob. And he pretty much decimated Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. And Super Saiyan 4 Gohan within Dragon Ball AF times was supposed to be vastly stronger than, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. So pretty much here you have Ultimate Super Saiyan 4 Gohan versus Zycor, and Zycor beat him easily. When Zycor fought Super Saiyan 5 Goku, however, he gave Super Saiyan 5 Goku a run for his money, but eventually was defeated. So Zycor against the Super Saiyan God, I think if Zycor fought the Red Super Saiyan God, I think Zycor would win. But if Zycor fought the legendary Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, he would lose. The reason why I say that is because the powers of a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan are vastly above Super Saiyan 4, I believe. I wouldn't rank it closer to Super Saiyan 5 if Super Saiyan 5 was canon. I really wouldn't rank it around there because we really wouldn't know how far above that form it would be. But a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan against Zycor at a Super Saiyan 4 or 5 like level, I think the legendary blue form would win. Now, Zycor is known for being ruthless. He's known for being a very pretentious character. So I think against the Red Super Saiyan God, Zycor, I don't know why I'm thinking Raikon. Zycor would definitely give the Red Super Saiyan God a run for their money and possibly beat them. But in terms of Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, or Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, I think they would defeat Zycor very easily. Therefore, Zycor would have no match for Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. I think Zycor would fall, and I think Zycor would lose. But that all depends. That all depends on whether or not he's a Super Saiyan 5 or not. If Zycor is a Super Saiyan 5, I think the battle would be completely even. Because remember, I mean, Super Saiyan 5 is supposed to be equivalent to like, what is it, like 50 Super Saiyan 4s or something like that. Like, and one Super Saiyan 4 is supposed to be stronger than Super Saiyan 2 Vegito. So that just says a lot. But for me personally, I think the winner of this would definitely be the Legendary Super Saiyan. To answer your second question, Zycor at a Super Saiyan 5 level versus Beerus. Damn, that's hard. I think Zycor would definitely give Beerus a run for his money. I think you know what? I think Zycor would beat Beerus down. I think Zycor would literally be able to grab Beerus and beat his ass. But in the end, I do believe Beerus would win. There's no way Zycor would be able to capitalize on killing him. In my personal opinion, during that, little scuffle, I do believe Zycor would get the best of Beerus, but in the end, Beerus would just overwhelm Zycor with his tremendous godlike power. The Sphere of Destruction, the rapid ki blast everywhere, the Sphere of Destruction, like everything around that area just screams superiority over Zycor. And plus, Beerus' power can't really be felt. So how do you confront an enemy whose power level is beyond anything you could possibly feel? Like Beerus is that strong of a character. So Beerus versus Zycor, I would have to say Beerus. And to answer your final question, Rykon versus Zycor, that's a good battle. Honestly, Rykon would decimate Zycor, because Rykon's pure intentions are that of eliminating the Saiyan race, and Zycor just so happens to be part Saiyan, and Rykon takes no pleasure in that. Rykon's Super Saiyan 4 ability is able to match up against Super Saiyan 3 Vegito. That is very scary. And it's not like Rykon, once he reaches a Super Saiyan 4 level, it's not like it ends there. Rykon in his Super Saiyan 4 level is maxed out. It is the highest possible Super Saiyan 4 level you can possibly reach. It is the ultimate Super Saiyan 4 level, and Rykon has achieved that. And within that, power realm, he possesses power equivalent to Super Saiyan 3 Vegito, which is why he is able to challenge Super Saiyan 3 Vegito and beat him down. So against Zycor, I think Rykon would definitely win. Rykon is a character that is very, very deceitful, but very, very cunning. He does not stop just because he sees you beaten. He literally wants to see your throat be ripped out of your face. Like he wants to see your throat be ripped out of your neck. He wants to see your face be ripped off. Rykon literally, he just has that bloodlust intention of destroying the Saiyans, especially with what happened on his home planet once, Frieza destroyed his planet. So, unless, of course, Zycor becomes Super Saiyan 5 against Super Saiyan 4 Rykon, then yeah, Zycor will win. But any level up to 4 against Rykon would definitely decimate Zycor. No problem about that, honestly. But anyways, my friend, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a very, very awesome day, and gather the Dragon Balls, because we are going to the beach. Take it easy, man. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Ryback. Okay, Ryback. Ryback has sent me fan mail. Alex, the Saiyan gods await your questions. Oh, shit. Question number 1. If Goku and Vegeta fused as Gogeta to battle Golden Frieza, would they have stood a chance at defeating him? I would say no personally, but what are your thoughts? Question 2. Omega Shenron fused with Super Buu versus Golden Frieza. Who do you think would win? Question 3. Gohan's character is dead. After Revival of F, he serves no greater purpose in the DBZ universe. What are your thoughts on the nerfed Gohan shown in Revival of F? Well, Mr. Ryback, thank you for the questions. To answer your first question, that varies. If we're talking about Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Gogeta versus, Golden Frieza, Gogeta would destroy him. Gogeta would completely destroy Golden Frieza. No question about it. But if this was a regular Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, or perhaps Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta, then no. The closest thing I would say would be Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta versus Golden Frieza. I think they would have the closest chance. But even at that, I do firmly believe that Golden Frieza would defeat him. I mean, I want you guys to envision this right now. Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta. He confronts Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza's laughing at him. They both collide. Boom. There's like strikes thrown, kicks, punches, ki blasts, energy blasts, explosive attacks. and Gogeta can't barely even, hit him, and Frieza's pretty much laughing like, oh, wow, is that all you got? I could see something like that happening. Gogeta being put to the test against a very formidable rival, that being Frieza, and instead of Frieza just beating him, making Gogeta look weak, Gogeta's time limit just expires, and he goes back to the what he was before. Man, this is hard to say, because if this was pre-Legendary Super Saiyan God, then yeah, I think Gogeta would lose. Even in a Super Saiyan 3 form, I challenge someone to debate me on that. Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta versus Golden Frieza. Golden Frieza would win. But if this was God Gogeta would destroy Frieza easily. No question, no debate. So yeah, for that particular battle, I would have to say Golden Frieza. And to carry on to the second question, Omega Shenron fused with Super Buu to defeat Golden Frieza, who would win? That's actually very hard to say, because Omega is a strong-ass character. People tend to forget that. People tend to forget how strong Omega Shenron actually was. And being fused with Buu, that's heavy power on his side. Versus Golden Frieza. Honestly, this may shock you, but Golden Frieza is the winner. Golden Frieza is the winner, and the reason why I say that is because Golden Frieza was able to keep up with a god. In any essence, if worse comes to worse, Buu would try to absorb Frieza, but I think Golden Frieza would beat Super Buu Omega Shenron Absorb, because Golden Frieza would have the intention to cause massive bodily harm before just reducing his opponent into dust. It would be a tight battle. It would be a very close battle. I do believe that the fusion characters would provide a great amount of damage to Frieza, given the fact that they both encompass Omega Shenron's power and Super Buu. But in the end, I feel as if Golden Frieza would win, because he's such a devious character and he fights very dirty. So, how could you not have an advantage, like that? Because Frieza fights dirty. Obviously, he will try everything in his power to shut down the fusion between, Super Buu and Omega Shenron. He really wouldn't care what happens, so as long as he wins. So for me personally, I would have to say that Golden Frieza would definitely do damage, and I don't know, for me, I would have to say just Golden Frieza wins. Golden Frieza wins easy against this one. That's just my opinion, though, of course. Now, to answer your final question, Gohan, I wouldn't go as far as saying, oh yeah, he does not serve any credible purpose in the DBZ universe, because he does. He's still very strong. But his overall mystique, his presence, his ability to be dominant, it's not really all there, I get that, but he's not a useless character. If you put him to the test, I do believe that he would serve a great purpose, and I believe Gohan does deserve that respect. A lot of people were shitting on Gohan and saying, oh, well, he's so nerfed and he sucks and this and that. I get it, guys. I get that that all of you guys are upset. But you guys also have to look at it from a different standpoint. His character is evolving. He's becoming a father. He's catering to his daughter. He has other obligations. He's gonna have a wife. Videl is going to be his wife. Pan is his daughter. He has other obligations. He has to help his mom. He has to work. And you know what? It baffles me, because Bulma's like the richest person on the planet, and she can't even give Gohan money to help support his family. It's really baffling. But I guess Chi-Chi wants to do it the old-fashioned way. But Gohan is still freaking strong, man. People shit on Gohan all the time. Oh, well, Gohan can't handle his own against Beerus. Of course not. Gohan hasn't trained to handle Beerus yet. Are you kidding me? But what if he did? What if he did train? Do you guys remember that scene when Goku and Gohan were in the hyperbolic time chamber, and Goku was walking away, and Gohan stopped his father and said, wait, let's keep going. And then Goku turned around, and then he was so shocked at what he saw. He saw the power, the in-depth rage of this kid be like immersed like on the surface, and he was like, wow, at that very moment I knew if there was anybody that can beat Cell, it's him. So imagine if that was Gohan. Imagine if he trained and he took stuff serious. Like, this guy would be a wrecking machine, but unfortunately he's not. So we're gonna have to wait and see where Gohan's status lies in the future. Whether or not he becomes useless, whether or not he becomes very useful, we don't know yet. But as of right now, I don't think he's a shitty character, because he has done a lot to prove himself. That's just my opinion, of course. But Anyways, my friend, once again, thank you for the Dragon Ball Z questions, and I hope you have a very, very, very awesome and bright summer, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from The Red. Alex, I just have one question. All right, here we go. Question number 1. Wouldn't it have been easier for the Elder Kais to unlock Goku and Vegeta's full potential, similar to how Gohan had his unlocked? It would have increased their power greatly, and they would have been able to reach new heights in terms of power. So my question is, if Goku and Vegeta fought Golden Frieza with their full potential unlocked, would Super Saiyan God have been needed? Wow, good question actually, Mr. Red. To answer your question, if Goku and Vegeta had their powers unlocked fully by the Elder Supreme Kai, then I don't think Super Saiyan God would have been needed. Can you imagine if both characters had like their real powers unlocked, like fully? Can you imagine the level of damage they would be able to do just as normal characters, let alone ascending to like Super Saiyan 1, 2, or 3, or at least 1 and 2 for Goku, for a Vegeta, because he can't reach 3. But I mean, fuck it. I mean, I think with that kind of power, Vegeta could have reached 3 easily. Would Super Saiyan God have been needed? Hell no. They would have destroyed Frieza. When Goku first transformed against Frieza, Frieza was like, oh, thank goodness. For a second there, you know, I was kind of like, you know, worried, and thank goodness I was able to challenge myself into, you know, progressing with a further evolution, because if I didn't, you would have killed me. So, for me personally, if they unlocked their full potential, Super Saiyan God would not have been needed. And if by some chance they did go Super Saiyan God while in their ultimate forms, I think that kind of power would have been able to rival Beerus and possibly beat him. I think having an ultimate Super Saiyan God level would be very beneficial, and they would be able to beat Beerus 1-on-1 or 2-on-1. Maybe even finally give Whis a challenge with that kind of power, but needless to say, to answer your question, no. Super Saiyan God would not have been needed, because Goku and Vegeta, even in their normal forms, would have been able, at least in my opinion, to put down Golden Frieza for the count. I don't see how anyone can argue that Golden Frieza would be able to win this, because Golden Frieza in that power, in my opinion, would be able to just perish. There is no way that his power would be close to rivaling Goku or Vegeta's, unless of course somehow he has his powers unlocked, which I think would be very dangerous. But if Frieza had his powers unlocked, then yeah, same thing goes with Beerus. I think he would destroy Beerus. But I don't think anybody would be able to touch Whis. The question is, would anybody come close to Whis? Hell no. But against Frieza, easy. That form I don't think would be needed, because Goku and Vegeta would have enough power to just put him down for the count in terms of that. So, but anyways, my friend, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a very fantastic and awesome summer, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from the Bronx Bomber 15. Hey Alex, I just want to get your thoughts on the following. Love your Alex Mason 47 account, by the way. Thank you, man. Question number 1, I suppose. Do you think Raging Blast 3 will ever come out? Question 2, do you think we will ever get to see Beerus' full power? And question number 3 is, what was your most difficult mission on Xenoverse? And I believe final question, thoughts on Whis being challenged in Dragon Ball Super by another god. Thanks so much, Alex. Thank you, bro. To answer your first question, Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast 3. I don't think it's ever going to happen, man. As much as I would love for it to happen, as much as I would love for it to just, you know, come about and just for us to have on the next gen consoles, on, you know, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, as much as I've always wanted to see it, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think the franchise, or at least the company, cares too much about that to say, oh, well, here you guys go, this is a treat from us to you. No, I don't think it's going to work like that. I don't think Dimps or Namco Bandai is actually interested in that. What I think they're interested in is creating their own projects. It's very sad to see, because I would love to see a Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast 3. I would love to see, you know, the what-if characters, the what-if stories. I would love to see, you know, Beerus be incorporated in there, Whis, Golden Frieza, the new characters from Dragon Ball Super. I mean, I would love to see all of that, you know, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I think with popular demand, maybe But just as we've always wanted to see Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 4, we've never got that. It's a similar case. I don't think we're going to be getting another Raging Blast 3. As much as I want it to come out, and there are many people on there like that are going to say, oh, well, Raging Blast 3 needs to happen. Of course it needs to happen, but will it happen? No, I don't think it is. Same thing goes for Xenoverse 2. I mean, how do we know that we're going to be getting it? I mean, we really don't. We don't know what the future holds. All we can do is just push for a new game, and for it to be successful enough for us to say, all right, well, that's what the hell I'm talking about right there. And I don't think Raging Blast 2 did so good in sales. I know that Dragon Ball Xenoverse did great in sales. They had sold, I think, 2.6 million copies. That's a lot of copies. It broke records. Did Raging Blast 1 or 2 break records? Hell no. Combining both games, they didn't even come close to Xenoverse. So, do I think it'll ever come out due to the way things are going about? No. Sad to say, no. I mean, would I love for it to come out? Hell yeah. But I don't think it will, man. To answer your second question, do I think we will ever get to see Beerus' full power? I would love for that to happen. I would love to see how pissed off Beerus can actually get, to the point where he challenges whoever challenges him to get to that point, you know, at his full power. You know, like, can you imagine if, you know, Goku and Vegeta actually fused into Vegito, and Vegito challenged Beerus, and Beerus is like, enough! Now it's time for you to show my real power and stuff like that. Like, that'd be awesome. But personally, for me, I think we are going to see his full powers. Possibly in Dragon Ball Super, we're going to get to see how far Beerus can actually go. Beerus is a very deadly character. He's a very dangerous character, and overall, his character does tell a very important role, and it does, you know, tell a very important story. He's neither good or evil. He's just there, and I would love to see this dude just get so pissed to the point where he has no other choice but to unleash his full power. I mean, we've all wanted to see it in Revival of F. Did it happen? No. We've all wanted to see it in Battle of Gods. Did it happen? No. So sadly enough, it didn't happen in the movies, but hopefully it's going to happen in the TV show, where he actually tries to fight someone with 100% of his max power unleashed. To answer your third question, easy. The Bardock mission was the hardest one, man. The Bardock mission pissed me off so much that I literally died so many times trying to get it done. And after a certain while, I finally got the hang of it, and I finally, you know, completed the mission. But it was just so hard to do that. Like, that was the most difficult mission in the entire game. Fighting Bardock, or at least defending him in space, was so hard. I mean, here I'm thinking, like, alright, this is going to be easy. Hell no! I mean, Bardock literally put up such a useless effort trying to help you, and then you had all of Frieza's minions, you had Frieza himself, who was just there, and it was so bad, because it was just like, there's nothing my character can do, because my character was a heavy hitter. He was in your face type of character. So that was very hard for me. Other than that, I would say everything else was easy, but aside from that, that was the most difficult one by far. And to answer your final question, Whis being challenged in Dragon Ball Super by another god, yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could see another god coming about, talking to Whis, saying, hey, why did you provide aid to the help of mortals? Like, why did you happen to turn back time? You know, why are you assisting by training these mortals and stuff like that? There's a little bit of a complication, and they battle. I mean, going back to Revival of F, we saw how Whis was able to handle himself. The dude was an absolute monster when he fought both Goku and Vegeta. And in the future of Dragon Ball Super, I can definitely see Whis utilizing more of his reverse roles, trying to turn back time. I can definitely see him being encompassed and embodied more in the story. But for there to be a person to challenge him in terms of another entity, I think it's more than likely that it would happen. But I mean, would I like to see it? Hell yeah, because Whis would be so great to see, like, fully, you know, utilize his entire power, because he fought Goku and Vegeta effortlessly. So imagine if he actually tried. But I mean, as of that point, we really don't know who that being might be. It just might be the Saiyans, it might be Beerus, it might be another person. But do I think it's going to happen? Eventually, yes, I do think so. But anyways, Mr. Bronx Bomber, thank you for the questions, and I hope you have a very, very awesome summer. And once again, everybody, thank you all for watching. I really have to get going, but I really hope you guys enjoyed. Submit your questions in the comment section below, guys, and I'll make sure to try to get back to everybody in next week's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are Dragon Ball Z fans, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for all the latest news, information, and updates. If you guys enjoyed the episode, don't forget to hit it up or like and a favorite. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more. Also, don't forget to check out UnrealEnt Network for all the latest news, information, and updates. And along with your stories so far for the summer, because if you guys follow me on Instagram at UnrealStudioEnt, I've been posting up a whole bunch of awesome stuff on there that hopefully you guys will find enjoyable. So once again, everybody, thank you all for watching. I am starving, I am hungry, I am hot, and hopefully the beaches are going to be still, I mean, relatively quiet, given the fact that I'm posting this like early in the morning. So anyways, everybody, once again, stay tuned for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys in the next episode. Take it easy, everybody. Peace!